Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. It is with a heavy heart and a mind that is in a lot of different places right now that we're going to do this one here. Before we do it, let's get the particulars out the way for real. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page. At that last page where a video pop up and it's a picture of me, go ahead and hit that picture and you will be subscribed and you'll get new alerts about new material as it comes out. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page. I am growing something. All right, look at here. Texas school shooting leaves 19 dead, including 18 children and 1 teacher. The shooter was shot dead after the deadly incident on Tuesday at an elementary school in Uvalde. Initially, Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced 14 students and their teacher were gunned down in their classroom, but later Tuesday, Sergeant Eric Estrada, Sergeant Eric Estrada? Punch from Chips? This is not a time for levity. I'm sorry. Eric Estrada of the Texas Department of Public Safety confirmed the death toll was 18. According to CNN, the shooter has also shot his grandmother, but she had survived the attack. According to Abbott, the shooter, identified as Uvalde resident Salvador Romas, is dead. The shooter opened fire at Robb Elementary School at about 11:30 a.m. after abandoning his vehicle, and it is believed police killed him. Police said at a Tuesday press conference they believe the shooter, who, according to Abbott, had a handgun and possibly a rifle, acted alone. The children killed were in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grades, police said. That is fucked up. Uvalde is a small city of about 16,000 residents, approximately 85 miles west of San Antonio. He shot and killed, horrifically, incomprehensibly, 14 students and killed a teacher. The shooter himself is dead, and it is believed that responding officers killed him. As 2 people who believe responding officers killed him. Abbott also said the shooter shot his own grandmother, but did not give an update on her condition. University Health San Antonio tweeted there are 2 patients, a 66-year-old woman and a 10-year-old girl, who are in critical condition. That, too, is fucked up. Abbott said 2 responding officers were injured and expected to survive. Congressman Tony Gonzalez Tony Gonzalez. I'm a Chiefs fan, so when I see the name Tony Gonzalez, I'm sorry. Tony Gonzalez, who represents the area, said in a statement, "I am heartbroken for our South Texas community. It is devastating when our innocent children become the victims of senseless violence. We are devastated. Calls to combat gun violence. We need change." In 2020, firearms became the leading cause of death for children and adolescents in the U.S., surpassing motor vehicle crashes, according to the New England Journal of Medicine. Okay, I could go on to read some more of this stuff, but I think y'all kind of got the gist of what's going on. And that's enough for me to start. Okay. Now, comedian Richard Pryor, rest in power, is often quoted as saying, when things happen in the Black neighborhood, white-bodied people look at it and go, "Oh, that's terrible. That's so sad." But when it happens to non-Black-bodied people, they say, "Oh my God, it's an epidemic." White-bodied people, it wasn't an epidemic when people of color were getting killed. Another little note, I understand, and my condolences go out to the families as well as anybody else there that is just stressed out and having issues. But I feel like this needs to be said. Okay. 2 mass shootings within 2 weeks of each other. One shooter, Latino, is killed by the police. Another shooter, a white-bodied person, is apprehended alive. And this follows the pattern of what happens to the vast majority of white-bodied shooters who do not shoot themselves. They are apprehended alive. That's a question that I want to ask about. Why are white-bodied shooters apprehended alive and shooters of color killed? Can anybody answer that question honestly for me, without getting angry, without getting pissed off, without giving me some kind of snide asshole comment? I'm asking why. I understand, oh, it's just happened. It just happened today. You don't need to be asking about that. Yes, the fuck I do need to be asking about that because it keeps happening. I know you're upset about them children dying. I'm upset about them children dying, but I'm also upset by the fact that we're not doing shit to change the pattern. Y'all being upset at me because I decided to talk about this issue today is not the point. The point is the pattern is the same, and it's been the fucking same since Sandy Hook back in 2012. If the killer doesn't kill himself and he's a white-bodied person, he gets apprehended alive. And in some cases gets taken out for fast food. Are you fucking kidding me? Talking about we shouldn't be talking about this right now. And if I see some shit like that in the comments, I'm telling you right now, I'm deleting it. Don't say anything to me about you shouldn't be talking about this right now. People just got shot. And you ain't said shit about the fact that these black people got killed, but they apprehended that mug alive. Don't say anything to me about that. If you don't have the sight to see that that is some grade A run-of-the-mill bullshit, okay? It's a pattern. Y'all telling me you don't see the pattern. You too grieving, you too upset about these children dying to see the pattern. The fact that these children are dead and I see the pattern and nobody else does pisses me off even more. Make no mistake, I hurt for the babies. I do. But I hurt more for our justice system. Because it's obvious that by their inaction, by their misdiagnosis, by their light-handed handling of a mass fucking murderer, tells me you condoning that shit in some way, shape, or form. Oh, enough life has been lost. We don't need to kill anybody else. Let's just get this man to put his gun down. Was that the case in Uvalde, Texas? Do we need that man to put his gun down? Oh, because he killed children, it's okay to murder his ass. All I saw in both of those incidents were innocent people dying. The ones in Uvalde, Texas were children, and there was an adult. But there were other adults, people of color, who died in Buffalo, New York, too. In my eyesight, as a humanist, I don't see no fucking difference. People dead, innocent people dead, or innocent people dead, whether they 8 years old or 85 years old. That old church lady didn't deserve to get shot with no fucking AR-15. But we worry about the children in Uvalde, Texas, as we should be. You need to worry about all of them, not just the ones you think you should be worried about or the ones I shouldn't be speaking on. Why, pray tell, are crimes committed by white-bodied people treated more leniently than crimes committed by people of color? I realize this is not the time to bring this up, or more accurately, there are people who believe this is not the time to bring this up. And I answer that by saying this. If a family member of yours have been shot and killed, and there was a lead on finding the person who shot your family member, would you want to wait? Or would you want to grieve? No, I'm over here grieving right now. I'm trying to answer questions. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. I'm not trying to make anybody feel upset. I'm trying to answer questions. Why is there a pattern? Why? Why is it that every white-bodied mass shooter that hasn't killed himself is apprehended alive? Nobody can answer that question for me without getting upset, without feeling some way about themselves as a white-bodied person, without feeling some way about me as a Black person because I'm mentioning this, or because I'm talking about it, 6, 7 hours after the incident? It's still a question that needs to be answered, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next week. Mugs are not thinking about this. They don't care about it. They only care when white-bodied people are involved or are the victims, should I say. When white-bodied people are the victims, then, we're going to get to the bottom of this. But me talking about it right now is not the right time to be talking about it. Y'all need to stop that shit, okay? It's going to be talked about when it's talked about. If you don't like it, then don't listen. There's nobody saying you have to sit and listen to what I have to say. You can cut this off right now. That's how strongly I feel about it. Because it needs to be said. I don't know how many different ways I can say that this needs to be said. If not now, when? Get a family time to grieve. The family ain't gonna be looking at my video. They're grieving. I'm talking to white-bodied people who are in a position to do something about it. Police, judges, lawyers, lawmakers. You all are in a position to do something about mass shootings. What's the maximum sentence being convicted of mass shooting carries? What's the maximum sentence a hate crime carries? And even when white body people are convicted, they get minimal sentences. That is a pattern. If you don't believe me, if you think I'm just cooking some shit up, I would be happy to show you the numbers in another in-depth video. If numbers is what we're concerned about, because I can tell you right now, if anybody trying to oppose what I'm saying, the numbers are not going to be in your favor. Okay, so let's just talk about this like we got some damn sense. What needs to be done to curb mass shootings? Hell, men in black neighborhoods are killing each other and continue to kill each other, but ain't nobody did nothing about that. Other than hand out stiffer jail sentences, there's literally been nothing done to curb the violence in the black community, to quell the violence in the black community. So it ain't just mass shooters who need to be dealt with. Violence needs to be dealt with. If you're not going to stop people from owning guns, what you gonna do, boss? You see what I'm saying? If it's my God-given right to own a gun, then that ain't the route you need to go. Taking away the guns, a simple solution, but in countries where guns are banned or it's a very stringent regulation on owning or possessing a gun, there's still guns. People still get shot, just not as much. So what is it these other countries are doing effectively that the United States just simply can't or won't do? And don't tell me no Second Amendment shit, because it's not about that. Ain't about taking away nobody's guns. And even if you did try to take their guns away, they just get more. Something needs to be done. Number one, about the pattern of mass shooters. By and large, white-bodied males with lots of guns and lots of bullets. Something needs to be done about the way the judicial system handles these sort of things. And lastly, something needs to be done about the way police handle these things. What makes a police come into a situation and say, mass shooter, I got to kill that one. Mass shooter, hey, put the gun down. We just want to take you to Burger King. Talk to me about that, man. I'm trying to understand that rhetoric because I really, really don't. I'll be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.